I mean, right? It was beautiful outside. And really it lasted all day, yesterday afternoon into the evening hours. You're waking up this morning really comfortable again. 50s and 60s area wide, 65 in Sugar Land, 58 in Conroe, 58 in Tomball. Today is going to be another beautiful day out there. Temperatures this afternoon, I think, will be running maybe 2-3 degrees warmer. Just like our overnight lows, we're kind of splitting the difference. We're about the same as yesterday. But again, your afternoon high temperatures, I think, will be about 2 degrees warmer. So take a look at your day part planner. Another beautiful day, comfortable at lunchtime, low 80s. But see, that's different than the 78. Get the idea, a couple degrees warmer today. And then by the afternoon, still tracking mid to upper 80s. Today we have a 20% chance of a little spotty nuisance shower. Not much more than that here for your Thursday. Let's dive into Friday. We start the day off dry tomorrow, and then I'm expecting a few showers, but quickly getting you into about midnight, turning the corner into Saturday. This is when I think some of the heavier rain is going to build in. So a few showers possible, Jen, Friday afternoon and evening, but this sets the stage for a very wet day on Saturday. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit. Stormy Saturday. I'm talking when you wake up in the morning to, I think, right through the afternoon. We're going to be tracking on and off downpours all throughout the day on Saturday. It just looks like a complete wash, even from the overnight hours, starting Friday into Saturday. Cooling down, though, for Halloween. If you're looking at that long-range pattern, I'm talking overnight lows in the 50s, high temperatures in the 70s as we get close to Halloween. Okay, let's go over with these rain chances. I have a 20% chance today of a little spotty nuisance shower. That transitions more to a 30% chance tomorrow. I think showers and even an isolated thunderstorm not out of the question for your Friday afternoon. That may disrupt some plans. I know that you have late Friday afternoon or evening. Not everyone, but think that's possible late Friday. And now Saturday is a complete wash, 100% chance. I think pretty much everyone across Southeast Texas will be running into rain. Right now I have between 1 to 4 inches of rain. I know that's a pretty big gap there. I think some of you pick up that early in the morning and then maybe it tapers off, but I'm going to show you how some wraparound moisture Friday evening, not out of the question either. The timing on this, Friday evening and then throughout the day on Saturday. Gusty winds and the potential of high water spots. So even reduced visibility. Are you driving? I spoke to a few people yesterday going to the Texas A&M game at LSU, and a lot of people are going to be driving from Houston heading eastbound, and this system is also going to be heading into Louisiana. So again, heads up, anybody driving on Saturday, it could be really, really messy on the roadways. We are under a slight risk to see high water on Saturday. Let me get to our future track. A nuisance shower possible today, not anything overly impressive. Friday afternoon and evening, notice how we start to have some yellow, some deeper orange popping up on our future track. Indication, hey, a few showers to thunderstorms Friday evening possible. But overnight, this is midnight. Whenever you start to see some of the red on our future track, that's indicating some stronger thunderstorms. So heavy downpours overnight. I think a lot of you will be sleeping, but early Saturday, you're probably going to be hearing some of that rain while you're trying to sleep early Saturday morning. Then come 9-10 o'clock, even if you catch a few breaks, this is what I'm saying, by late morning into midday, do you see this second round of rain for Saturday afternoon? This is called wraparound moisture around that area of low pressure right through 6 o'clock in the evening. Again, Saturday is looking like a wash. Once we get that cold front out of here Saturday, your long range pattern, though, it gets chilly for Halloween. It's going to get temperatures, I think, by Friday evening, so Halloween night will actually be into the 50s. They'll drop pretty quickly. So another look at your Halloween forecast. Temperatures highs in the 70s. It looks dry though. You'll be under sunny skies, so a really nice afternoon, but it just gets chilly once the sun sets. Quick check of the tropics for you. Tropical storm Melissa expected to become a Cat 4 potentially early next week, because now we're not expecting direct landfall toward Jamaica, but boy, is this going to be a really heavy rainmaker for Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and into Jamaica right through the upcoming weekend. Back to our local forecast. Saturday is your standout day with that weather impact alert. And then, Jen, notice we cleared things up nicely for next week, just waiting on that secondary front by midweek. All right, I'll send it over to you for now. Under clear skies, it is the time to tell you to get outside if you can. If you like that morning walk or jog, this is your time. Temperatures area-wide in the 50s and the 60s. Live look over Herman Park. I mean, look at these visibilities. You're just as clear as it gets on this Thursday morning. 58 in Tomball, 58 in Conroe. exactly how we started yesterday is pretty much how we're starting for today. Beautiful. 81 at lunchtime, and then by the afternoon, 85. So temperatures later today will run about 2 to 3 degrees warmer, but that's about it. Okay, at times think mid to upper 80s. Let me fast forward into Saturday. You heard that we've issued that weather impact alert for Saturday. Notice how now we're under a slight risk for high water spots. Yesterday morning at this time, we were under a level 1. So the risk for the potential of flooding has increased, and it's really because of how dry our ground is. The soil is so dry that when it rains, it's basically going to run off really quickly, and what that impacts are roads. So keep in mind on Saturday, if you don't have to get out in this mess, don't. Stay put, okay? Otherwise, Jen, a few showers here.